That's better. Right. Now, I continue. Where was I? Ah, yes. The rat has no form when it comes and leaves no traces when it goes. What kind of thing is this? The old cat. The old cat said, your training can only function, your training can only function by depending on the power of chi. You are still depending on yourself. This is not the highest good. If you're going out to defeat your opponent, he may also be coming out to defeat you. And what about when defeat turns into no defeat at all? You may what? You may disguise your intentions to crush your opponent, but your opponent may do the same. And what about when a disguise turns into no disguise at all? How can it be that only you will be strong and all your opponents weak? Thinking that your chi is serene, exceedingly strong, and filling heaven and earth is all just considering its form. Yes? It resembles Mencius, vast and expansive chi, but in fact it is not. Mencius chi depends on complete clarity and so is strong and steady. Yes? Strong and steady. Yours is strong and steady because it depends on power. Thus, their functions are not the same. They are as different as the eternal flow of the Yellow River and the force of an overnight flood. Moreover, when someone will not yield to the energy of your chi, what then? There are occasions when a cornered rat will bite a cat, contrary to expectations. Pressed with certain death, there is nothing for it to fall back on. It forgets about life, forgets about its desires, does not consider victory or loss as inevitable, and has no thoughts of preserving its own skin. Thus, its resolve is like iron. Let me read that again. There are occasions when a cornered rat will bite a cat, contrary to expectations. Pressed with certain death, there is nothing for it to fall back on. It forgets about life, forgets about its desires, does not consider victory or loss as inevitable, and has no thoughts, you thick liquor. Yes? It has no thoughts of preserving its own skin. Thus, its result is like iron. How could you defeat an opponent like this with the force of chi? Then a middle-aged cat, grey cat, advanced composedly and said, the chi, yes? He said, the chi of which you speak is fully active, but has form. Things that have a form may be indistinct, but can be seen. I have disciplined my mind for a long time. I do not develop force, nor do I contend things. I am in harmony with others. Yes, I am in harmony with others. Can you dig where I'm coming from? I am in harmony with others and run counter to nothing. When someone attempts to be tough with me, I meet him with harmony and so become his companion. My technique is like catching pebbles with a large curtain. Though you may speak of a cornered rat, there is nothing to fall back on to contend with me. Nevertheless, today's rat could neither be overcome with force nor met with harmony. Both coming and going, he was like a god. I have never seen anything like him up until now. The old cat said. What did he say? The old cat, he said, your harmony is not natural harmony. You think and so create harmony. Though you intend to avoid your opponent's sharp spirit, you still retain a small bit of intention, so your opponent sees through your tactic. If you attempt to reach harmony by inserting your mind, your chi will be corrupted, and you will be approaching negligence. Yes? When you think and then do something, you obstruct your natural perception. And if you obstruct natural perception, yes, how can the mysterious function be given life from anywhere at all? Simply without thinking, without doing anything, move by following your natural perception, and your movement will have no form. Yes, it will have No form. What's this thing in my head? Oh, okay. It's a kirin, right? Let me get back to the story. It will have no form. And when you have no form, there is nothing in heaven and earth that could be your opponent. That's it. Yes? Are you listening? That said, amigos, each and all of your disciplines are not without value. The meaning of the phrase form and spirit are consistent. Is that the highest principle? Now let me say that again. The meaning of the phrase form and spirit are consistent. Is that the highest principle is contained within a performance of technique. Qi is what generates function throughout the body. When that qi is serene and everywhere, response to things will be boundless. And when you are in harmony, there will be no contending with strength. Though you are stuck or even struck with metal and rock, you will not be crushed. Nevertheless, even the smallest thoughts will become conscious intentions. This is not the spontaneity of the way. Thus, when you face off with another, if your mind has not been subdued, the mentality of opposition will exist. What technique will you use then? No mind and responding naturally is the only answer. Yes? Still, the way is not limited, and you should not think that what I say is the ultimate. Long ago, yes? Long ago, there was a cat. Long ago, there was a cat. In my neighborhood, it slept all bloody day. Lazy bastard. It slept all day. And had no vitality at all. It was like a cat made of wood. People never saw it catch rats, but wherever the cat was, there were no rats in the vicinity. And this was true even if it changed locations. I went over and asked why this was so, but it gave no answer. Though I asked it 4 times, still 4 times it did not answer. It was not that it could not answer, but that it didn't know what to say. This is, as you know, an example of those who know don't speak. Those who speak don't know. Yeah? The cat had even forgotten that it had forgotten itself and had returned to a state of nothingness. Yes? The very spirit of the martial, it killed nothing. I am far and away unable even to approach that cat. Shoken, I think I need to float now. Shoken, you see. Shoken listened to this as though in a dream. He went over to the old cat, folded his hands over his chest, bowed his head with deep respect and said, I have disciplined myself in the art of swordsmanship for a long time, but still have not reached the summit of the way. Tonight, yes, tonight, listening to each of these theories, I have attained the highest degree of my path. May I request that you point out its very deepest mysteries? The cat said, no, I am just an animal. Rats are my meals. What would I have to do with the actions of human beings? Still, there is something I heard in secret. Yes? In secret, amigos. Yes? That is that the art of swordsmanship is not exclusively in making efforts to defeat others. It is the art of dealing with the great transformation and being clear on the matter of life and death. Life and death. A man who would be a samurai should always maintain this kind of mentality and should discipline himself in that art. Yes? For this reason, you should first of all penetrate the matter of life and death. Make no particular adaptations to the mind. Have no doubts and no vacillation. Do not use your own wit, contrivances, or prejudices. Harmonize mind and qi. Rely on nothing and be as serene as a deep pool. If you are always like this, you will be completely free to respond to any change. Yes? I think I need to take another break. Whoa!